UK immigration overhaul. 6 big changes you, your university, and your business needs to know about. Let me walk you through 6 major planned changes to UK immigration laws announced by the Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Labour government. These planned reforms were formally set out in the Restoring Control over the Immigration System White Paper, May 2025, and were echoed in the Prime Minister's speech at the official press conference on the 12th of May. They will have far-reaching consequences and will affect nearly every visa category. So, if you're planning to move to the UK, or you live and work in the UK, or you're a business or a university leader, this legal update is essential. 1. Earned citizenship extended from 5 years to 10 years. One of the most significant changes is the extension of the minimum lawful residence requirement before you can apply for British citizenship. Generally, this is currently 5 years. Under the new planned immigration rules, the idea is that you must have earned citizenship, that is, lived in the UK lawfully for 10 years before applying for citizenship. As the Prime Minister said in his speech, the time it takes to acquire settled status extended from 5 years to 10. 2. Family migration, stricter rules and higher thresholds. There are likely to be substantial changes to the rules for family migration. One of them, which is hinted at in the white paper, concerns a raise in the financial threshold for sponsors of spouse visas. The current figure is £29,000 annually. This is likely to substantially increase. Remember, the previous Conservative government announced changes that it would increase it to over £38,000. It is likely the Labour government will follow suit. As the white paper states on page 43, we will set out a new family policy that will ensure the family unit has sufficient money financially to support any migrants without relying on the taxpayer, through reviewing and extending the financial requirements to other dependent routes. 3. Adult social care worker visa route phased out. One of the most controversial changes is the planned closure of the social care worker visa route. Previously, this allowed care homes and the NHS to recruit overseas care workers to fill critical staffing gaps which were not being filled by local British workers. Under the new system, this route is being phased out with a transition period ending in 2028. Page 27 of the white paper states this: we will therefore end overseas recruitment for social care visas. In line with our wider reforms to skills threshold, we will close social care visas to new applications from abroad. For a transition period until 2028, we will permit visa extensions and in-country switching for those already in the country with working rights, but this will be kept under review. What this means is that employers are now expected to hire British workers. 4. Skilled worker visas, higher salaries, fewer jobs eligible. For skilled workers, there are many planned immigration rule changes, and 3 are mentioned here. There is a planned minimum salary requirement increase by sector. The required skill level is planned to increase to RQF level 6, equivalent to a bachelor degree. This will limit access for lower paid skilled roles. And a demanding English language requirement for dependents joining students or workers on their visas. These reforms, detailed in Chapter 2 of the White Paper, aim to focus the system on higher skilled migration that meets national economic needs. 5. Student and graduate visas, shorter stay after study. International students, overseas students also face tighter rules. Universities and businesses, please pay note. Student recruitment will be tighter, with plans for overseas recruitment agents to sign up to an agent quality assurance framework. Universities will be required to improve higher completion rates or face losing sponsorship licenses. And the graduate visa post-study work period is planned to be reduced from 2 years to 18 months. As the white paper states, these planned immigration rule changes aim to take action against those who seek to abuse and misuse the system. The government now expects universities to ensure greater scrutiny that genuine students are recruited, and further expects most overseas students to return home after completing their studies unless they secure a high-paying job. And 6, asylum and humanitarian routes, more restrictions on switching. Finally, there are likely to be new measures to stop switching from other visas such as visitor, student or work visas to asylum claims based on Article 8 claims. As the white paper states, an example of misuse claiming asylum at the end of their existing visa, even though there has been no material change in their home country, which warrants such a claim, or seeking simply to stay in the UK rather than genuinely seeking or needing protection or claiming to be a minor to access services. This will mean planned new laws in the interpretation of Article 8, the right to private and family life, often used in switching visa cases and used in asylum claims, as the white paper states on page 44. We will bring forward legislation to clarify Article 8 rules and set out how they should apply in different immigration routes so that fewer cases are treated as exceptional, and set out when and how a person can genuinely make a claim on the basis of exceptional circumstances. So, as a quick recap, the key planned immigration rule changes as announced will mean harder to get in, harder to bring your family, longer to settle and naturalize, fewer job roles open if you are an overseas worker, higher salary and stricter English language requirements, and an increased scrutiny on educational providers like universities and asylum and humanitarian claims. In summary, there is a lot in the white paper of the government's intention to significantly reduce legal migration routes to the UK. So please read the white paper for yourself. If you're planning to live, work or study in the UK, these plan changes could significantly impact on your application. The most important generic advice I can give is this. 1. Always check the up-to-date immigration rules carefully. 2. Sponsors, including individuals, universities and businesses, to plan ahead, which in reality means to no longer rely so heavily on overseas students or overseas workers. And 3, you should seek expert immigration and nationality advice. Feel free to comment, like and share, follow and subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.